Kenzie with Gypsy Yoga by Kenzie. Today we're going to do a 20-minute weight loss yoga sequence. This is a little bit more high intensity than what I've done before here on YouTube. So take it easy, listen to your body, but try and push through as much as you can. Go ahead, grab your water and your mat, and I'll meet you there in child's pose. Beginning in child's pose, grounding our forehead into the mat, reaching our hands above our head, sitting back on our heels, finding a steady breath in and out through the nose, coming to your center intention, and listening to your body today. On your next inhale, push up to a tabletop position, laying on your stomach, spreading your hands above your head. And on your inhale, lift your leg and lift your arms above the ground as well for locust pose. Squeezing, feeling the tension in your lower back, and go ahead and exhale. Doing it again, inhale, lift your legs, lifting your arms, feeling that tension in your lower back, squeezing your stomach, lifting your collarbones. Exhale, down, release. Inhale, lift your legs, lift your arms, squeezing, lifting your collarbones, holding 1, 2, 3. Go ahead, exhale and release. Making your way onto your back. Bending your knees. Placing your hands behind your head, lift your feet up off the ground, keep your knees at a 90-degree angle. Lift your shoulders up, lifting your chin, keeping your elbows out. On your inhale, squeeze your abs and crunch your right elbow to your left knee as your right leg straightens. Exhale, switch it. Left elbow crunches to right knee as left leg straightens. Squeezing your abs the whole time, chin is lifted, elbows are out. We are doing 10 of these and we have 5 left. Exhaling down. Beautiful, guys. Coming to a flat back and making your way up into a tabletop position. Wrists directly beneath shoulders and knees directly beneath your hips. Inhale your chin to chest, stomach to sky. Tuck your tailbone in for cat. Exhale, tilt your pelvis forward, sending your stomach to the ground, lifting your chest in the air for cow. Inhale, tuck your chin to your chest, lifting your stomach to the sky, tucking your tailbone, cat. Exhale, tilt your pelvis forward, sending your stomach to the ground, lifting your chest in the air for cow. One more time, cat pose. Exhale, cow. Inhale, come to a neutral tabletop position, spinal balances. Lift your right arm up beside your ear, kickstand your left leg back, or bring it all the way up in line with your back. Take a deep breath in, and on your inhale, crunch your knee into your nose while bending your arm. Inhale, straighten your leg, straighten your arm. Exhale, bending your knee, crunching it all the way to your nose. One more time. Exhale, bending your knee, crunching it all the way into your nose. Good job. And go ahead and release. Switching to the other side, lifting your left arm straight beside your ear, kickstanding your right leg or lifting it all the way up, flexing your toes in line with your back. Take a deep breath, and on your exhale, bend your knee, crunching your knee all the way into your nose. Inhale, straighten your arm, straighten your leg. Keep your abs super strong here. Exhale, bending your knee all the way into your nose. Inhale, one more time, straighten your leg, straighten your arm, keeping your hips square to the mat. Exhale, crunching your knee into your nose. Inhale, straighten your leg, straighten your arm, and go ahead and release. Back into a tabletop position. On your next inhale, go ahead and bend your elbows, planting your elbows directly beneath your shoulders, keeping your hips in line with your knees. pulling your shoulders away from your ears. Take your right leg and kickstand it with your toes on the ground behind you. Take a deep breath, and on your exhale, lift your right leg up, keeping it super strong. Inhale, bring it down slow and controlled. Exhale, lift it up as high as you can go, keeping your hips squared to the mat. Inhale, bring it all the way down to the ground, slowly and controlled. 3 more of these. Exhale, up, slowly and controlled, all the way down to the mat. One more time. Keeping your arms right where they are, go ahead and switch your legs, kickstanding your left leg behind you, toes on the ground. Take a deep breath, and on your exhale, lift it up in the air as high as you can go, keeping your hips squared to the mat. Inhale, drop it down slowly and controlled to the mat. Exhale, lift it in the air as high as you can go, keeping your toes flexed, squeezing your abs the whole time. 2 more times. Lift, slowly dropping it, controlled. 1 more time. Good job. Exhale, release back into a tabletop position, spreading your knees wide, feet together. Sit back into a child's pose. Relaxing here, grounding your forehead into the mat, taking nice and deep breaths. One more deep breath, pushing the air into your back ribs. Inhale, slowly make your way into a plank position, squeezing your abs. You can also do modified plank if you need to. Pushing through your heels, broadening through your shoulder blades. Inhale, roll forward on your toes. Bending at your elbows, dropping your nose to the ground. Inhale, up, cobra or up dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, push back for your first down dog of the day. Pushing the mat away from you with your hands. Bringing your chest as close as you can to the tops of your thighs. Knees are deeply bent, and pedal your feet. 1 deep breath here, down dog. On your next exhale, move your left foot to the center of the mat and inhale your right leg up for a 3-legged down dog, keeping your hips square to the mat. Exhale, bend your knee, bring it through to your left elbow. Inhale, 3-legged down dog. Exhale, bending your knee, bringing it through all the way to your nose. Inhale, push your leg up all the way for 3-legged down dog. Strong leg, pulling through your core. Exhale, bending your knee, bringing it all the way to your right elbow. Inhale, up, 3-legged down dog. And on your exhale, drop it down for a downward dog. Returning to your down dog, squeezing up through your core, pushing the ground away from you. 1 breath here. Move your right foot to the center of the mat. Inhale your left leg up, 3-legged down dog, keeping your hips squared to the mat. Bend your knee. Exhale, bring your knee all the way through to your right elbow. Inhale, straighten your leg, return to 3-legged down dog. Exhale, bend your knee, bring it all the way through to your nose. Inhale, straighten your leg, 3-legged down dog. Exhale, bending your knee, bringing it all the way to touch your left elbow. Inhale up, 3-legged down dog. And on your exhale, bring your leg back down for a down dog. Returning to your downward dog, forward tilt of the pelvis, hips high in the air. Squeezing your abs, pushing the ground away from you. On your next inhale, look at your hands and gently walk to the front of your mat for a forward fold. On your inhale, half lift. You can slide your hands up your shins. Exhale it down into a forward fold. Inhale, straighten your legs and bring your arms all the way up to touch at the top, and exhale them down in front of your heart. Inhale, swing your hands all the way up above your head. Give yourself a slight back bend. Exhale, touching at the top, bringing them back down in front of your heart. Inhale, sweep your hands all the way up above your head. On your exhale, hinge at the hips and drop it down for a forward fold. Knees are bent here if they need to be. Inhale, slide your hands up your shins for a half lift. Exhale, Slide them back down for a forward fold, stepping back into a plank position. Broaden through your shoulders, pushing through your heels. Inhale, roll forward on your toes. Exhale, bend your elbows, keeping them at your rib cage, dropping your nose to the ground. Inhale, up, cobra or up dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, push back into a downward facing dog. Holding this downward dog for 2 breaths, we're going to do the 3-legged down dog sequence one more time. Stepping your left foot to the center of the mat. Inhale your right leg up, 3-legged down dog, bending your knee. Exhale, bring it through, touching your left elbow. Inhale, push your leg back, heel into the air, 3-legged down dog. Exhale, bending your knee, pulling it all the way through to your nose. Inhale, bring your leg all the way back up into the air, 3-legged down dog. Exhale, bend your knee, bring it through, touching your right elbow. Inhale, bring it back all the way up into a 3-legged down dog. And on your exhale, go ahead and drop it down for a downward facing dog. Returning to your downward facing dog, hips are high in the air, squeezing through your core, pushing the mat away from you. One more breath. And on your exhale, place your right foot to the center of the mat. Inhale your left leg up into the air for a 3-legged down dog. Bending your knee, exhale, bring it through all the way, touching your right elbow. Inhale, straighten your leg up, 3-leg down dog. Exhale, bend your knee, bring it through, touching your nose. Inhale, straighten your leg all the way up, 3-legged down dog. Bending your knee, exhaling it through, touching your left elbow. Inhale, one more time, 3-legged down dog, and on your exhale, drop it down, downward facing dog, squeezing through your core. One breath here. On your next inhale, look at your hand and gently make your way up to the front of the mat for a forward fold. Inhale, slide your hands up your shins for a half lift. Exhale, slide them back down, returning to a forward fold. Inhale, sweep your hands all the way up, touching at the top. Exhale them down in front of your heart. Mountain pose. Inhale, sweep your hands all the way up above your head, giving yourself a slight back bend. And exhale, touching at the top, bringing them back down in front of your heart for mountain pose. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. And as you exhale, step your right foot back for your warrior one. Left knee is directly above left ankle. Hips are square to the front of the mat. Your back leg is really strong, pushing through your heel and your bigger toe mount, pulling it through your core and finding your warrior one. On your next exhale, bring your hands touching in front of your heart. Start to put all of your weight into your front leg, tiptoeing your back leg up, putting very little weight in your back leg. Squeezing through your core, pulling your shoulders away from your ears, lifting your collarbones. Start to lift your back leg off the ground, keeping your standing leg bent slightly if you need to. Squeezing your core and lifting your back leg as high as it can go for your warrior three. Flexing your back toe, pushing through your heel, keeping that leg straight. On your next exhale, drop it down and open up into a warrior two. Left knee is directly above your left ankle. Your back leg is really strong, pulling through all your muscles, pushing into your back heel and your bigger toe mount. Opening your hips to the wide end of the mat. Hands are in a T, rolling your shoulders back. On your next inhale, flip your front palm up, bringing your back hand down to touch your back thigh, your front hand up above your head for a reverse warrior. One breath, and as you exhale, return back into a warrior two. Inhale, extended side angle, taking your left elbow to your left knee, reaching your right arm up above your head and looking through to the sky. Pulling your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, make your way back up into a warrior two position. On your next inhale, straighten your front leg, keeping your hips and legs right where they are. Reach your upper body and your hands to the front of the mat and go ahead and drop your left hand down to your left shin or grab a block. Reaching your right hand up above you into the sky, stacking your shoulders, pulling them away from your ears, squeezing your legs. One breath, and as you exhale, cartwheel your hands down to frame your foot on the mat. Stepping your back foot to meet the front at the front of your mat for a forward fold. Hang in heavy. Inhale, slide your hands up your shins for a halfway lift, lengthening your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your hands all the way up above your head, touching at the top. On your exhale, bring them down in front of your heart. One more time. Inhale, sweep your hands all the way up above your head, touching at the top, bringing them down in front of your heart. Inhale your hands up above your head. On your exhale, step your left foot back, finding your warrior one. Knee directly above your ankle. Your back leg is strong, pushing through your heel and your bigger toe mound, pulling up through your core. Hips are square to the front of the mat, shoulders away from ears, holding it for one breath. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart and start to put all of your weight into your right leg. Gently kickstanding your back toes on the ground, coming to the front of your mat, starting to lift your back leg up above the ground, slowly and controlled, lifting your collarbones, finding something to focus on, taking your leg as high as you can go here for your warrior three. Beautiful guys, go ahead and exhale down into a warrior two on your left side. Hips are open to the long end of the mat, knee directly above ankle, pushing into your back heel and bigger toe mound. Strong legs pulling up through your abs, lifting your collarbones, hands are in a T, rolling your shoulders down. On your next inhale, flip your front palm up and take your back hand to your back thigh, lifting your right hand up above your head for a reverse warrior, looking up into the sky. On your next exhale, return to a warrior two. One breath, and as you exhale, bring your right elbow to the top of your right knee. Left arm goes up above your head for an extended side angle, looking into the sky through your left armpit. As you exhale, return back into a warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg, keeping your legs and hips right where they are. Inhale, reach your upper body and your arms to the front of the mat, and exhale, drop your arm down to your shin or grab a block if you need, lifting your left arm up into the air, gaze follows, stacking your shoulders, legs are strong. As you exhale, cartwheel your hands down to frame your foot on the mat. Step your back foot up to meet your front at the front of your mat for a forward fold. Inhale, slide your hands up your shins for a half lift, lengthening through your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, one more half lift, lengthening through your spine and the crown of your head. Exhale, plant your hands on the ground, step it back into a plank position. Our final vinyasa of the practice. Inhale, roll forward on your toes. As you exhale, bending at your elbows, keeping them at your rib cage, bringing your nose to the ground. Inhale, up, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, push it back for our final downward dog of the day. We will hold this for 3 breaths. Make it your best. As you exhale, drop your knees to the ground for a tabletop position. Make your way onto your bottom. We are going to do boat pose. Bend your knees, placing your hands behind you, finding the very tips of your sitting bones on the mat. Push into the mat firmly with your hands, lifting your collarbones. And start to lift both of your legs. Use your arms as a steady base and try and find that balance on your sitting bones. You can keep your knees bent, and if you're ready, keeping your chest and collarbones lifted, you can go ahead and raise your arms, palms facing up. Your chest will want to fall inward. Make sure you're lifting it high. Squeezing your abs tightly here is the key to this pose. You can stay here with your knees bent, or you can go ahead and straighten your knees and flex your toes, keeping your collarbones lifted, finding that balance on your sitting bones. Try and hold this for 1 breath, and go ahead and release. We're going to do this 1 more time. So again, pressing into the mat with your hands, lifting your collarbones, sitting on the tips of your sitting bones. Inhale, lift your legs, keeping them bent. And if you find your balance, you can go ahead and lift your hands, palms facing up. Stay here with your knees bent, or you can go ahead and straighten your knees and flex your toes, holding it for one breath. And as you exhale, go ahead and release. Good job. Make your way onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Rock side to side a little bit. Placing your feet on the ground. Bring your right ankle up to the top of your left knee. For a figure four, bring your hands through and clasp them behind your thigh or your shin. I like to press my elbow into my right knee to really deepen this stretch. One more breath. Go ahead and release, switching your legs, taking your left ankle to the top of your right knee, pulling your hands through to clasp behind your thigh or on top of your shin. On each exhale, try and deepen into this stretch by pulling your legs closer to your chest, but try and keep your shoulders on the ground. And go ahead and release. Stretching your legs out long, hands above your head, bringing your right knee to your chest, hugging it close, and folding it over to the left side. Your right arm falls open and you look to your right. Releasing our lower back in this supine twist. Inhale, bring your knee back to center, give it one last hug, and switch your legs. Bringing your left leg up into your chest, giving it a big hug, and folding it over onto the right side. Placing your left hand in a T, looking to the left. Inhale, bring your knee back to center, give it one last hug, and straighten your leg back out to meet the other, finding your Shavasana pose, getting comfortable, relaxing your shoulders, slightly tucking your chin to your chest, letting your feet fall open, palms facing up, letting every muscle relax, heavy, into the ground. Finding a steady breath, inflating your stomach like a balloon and deflating it fully on each breath. Relaxing your face muscles, your eyebrows, your nose, opening your jaw slightly, letting the tongue relax. Try and make as little movement as possible, letting every muscle relax. Pick something to concentrate on, whether it be your breath or a sound, maybe the music. Thanking your body for what it did for you today. You can stay in Shavasana for as long as you need, but if you're ready, go ahead and start bringing movement into your fingers and your toes, nice and gently. Go ahead and bend your knees and make your way on to either side for a fetal position, using your arm as a headrest. Placing your other palm onto the ground. take one last deep breath here in fetal position, really pushing that breath to the back ribs. As you exhale, let it all go. Slowly make your way up to a seated position, trying to use as little muscle as possible. It was a pleasure practicing with you today. Thank you for being here. Namaste. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you would like first looks on all the videos I release weekly, and if you would like to learn more about yoga and further your journey as a yogi.